Magnitude 3.5 and 2.9 earthquakes a few minutes later strikes at California supervolcano, Long Valley Caldera. It's not only Yellowstone that has daily earthquakes, we also have quake swarms around this area right here, Mono Lake, which is about 100 and some odd miles north of Ridgecrest. And let's take a look at the map so you can have a better idea of what's going on there. We do have a geothermal plant there, and there's also geysers in Long Valley as well, just as we have in Yellowstone. Here we are at Sizewell, Berkeley. This is the earthquake that we're talking about, the 5.3. And a few minutes later we had this one here, 2.9. And it's minus because elevation, because it's right there, minus because it's in height. So we have here all the earthquakes that we've had recently, over 2.5. This is the Mono Lake area and the Mammoth Lakes as well. All this is Long Valley Caldera, Long Valley Caldera supervolcano. All of this here. Bishop, and then we have Owens Valley. At one time, one of the lakes drained into this area, and the Owens Valley heads south into Ridgecrest, which is right here. Ridgecrest is on the Walker Lane fault system, right here. This is the San Andreas fault, the Garlic fault, the Walker Lane fault, which is thousands of faults put together, and the high threat volcanoes of California are all in the Walker Lane fault system right here, including, of course, Long Valley Caldera, which is this thing here. Now, going to volcano discovery, this is our map here, and where we have the legend here is where we had the 3.5 and 2.9 and the swarm just today. And as we see here, the blue are the today's quakes, the red are the past hour. Okay, that's in just north of San Francisco Bay Area. And the blue is the past day, and the yellow is older than 24 hours. Now going to the volcano discovery. Large, 17 by 32 kilometer Long Valley Caldera east of Sierra Nevada range. The result of a giant explosive eruption 760,000 years ago formed the widespread voluminous Bishop Tuff. The caldera has been showing unrest in recent years in the form of deformation. It's inflating. Deformation of the caldera floor and earthquake swarms. It contains numerous hot springs and fumaroles. In order to better study and monitor the caldera, possible further changes, USGS established the Long Valley Caldera Observatory. Okay, now this is the 3.5 has not been put on there for some reason. Okay, but this is the map of the area, as we can see. The background, Bishop Tuff eruption and the formation of Long Valley Caldera 760,000 years ago. Activity continued in the central part of the caldera to form a lava dome. Smaller explosive eruptions of rhyodacite pumice occurred as well from outer ring fracture vents. The last activity was about 50,000 years ago. In its early history, the caldera contained a large lake where the new lava dome formed an island. Beach deposits can be seen on the caldera walls today. Later, the lake drained through the Owens River Gorge. That's what we saw before. This area here, leading towards Ridgecrest. That's where the lake drained. The younger Inyo craters overlap the caldera on the northwest, but are chemically, tectonically distinct from Long Valley magmatic system. And here we have more pictures of it right here. Crater Lake into other valleys and volcanic dikes. That's the dike right there. Turquoise water from river along a small valley with fumaroles. And let's go to our 2 people reported feeling this. Of course, we don't have many people living there. Let's go at the shake map right there. And aerial. And, okay, shake station. No, we don't need the shake station. Take this map because otherwise we won't be able to see the map. And let's put in our fault lines and population density. Okay, so you see that we hardly have anybody living there. Of course, they do have a geothermal plant there, but again, there's hardly anybody living there. Okay, we have some people living up here, as we can see, some people down there, and usually they try and stop the block of the shaking, the shake map, but you can see that the whole of the Long Valley caldera has been shaken right there, okay? And let's see where our, let's measure in miles how far Long Valley is from Yellowstone. It's about 600 some odd miles, okay? This is our area. Ridgecrest, Garlic Fault, San Andreas Fault, and the Walker Lane Fault system right there, pushing into the Cascadia Arc. So that's what's going on there. And as we can see, we've had the daily earthquakes going on. And of course, this is normal activity because of the fact that we had the shaking from Ridgecrest in July, and they did tell us that we would have activity in this area. Okay. As we had this thing here, Salt Lake City swarm, Idaho quakes from the 6.5 magnitude earthquake that shook Yellowstone as well. So all of you there, please be careful. Thank you for your support. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, you will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media, and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.